Hi, I'm John Devo, and this is the OM-5 Mark II. We're in Wales to see what it can do in the natural environment. The OM-5 Mark II is an evolution of the very popular OM-5, which we saw a few years back. Now, I would like to think of this as a quality of life upgrade. So we have the same successful 20.4 megapixel live MOS sensor, micro four thirds of course. It also has 121 phase detection autofocus points, the TruePic IX image processor, which produces beautiful JPEGs. So we already know that the image quality out of this camera is going to be fantastic. Some of the features included here which OM really shine for is their computational photography, which means you get a live digital ND. You've also got things like starry night photography where you can take pictures of the night sky really easily with this camera. You've also got amazing features like focus stacking. OM systems really shine in this area. And before we continue, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you can see more quality content just like this. I think OM system is really tapping into something that I feel has been missing in the camera world for quite some time, in that they've made a camera that they don't even really want you to take pictures with. They're just saying, get out into nature, explore the outdoors, and if you want to take some pictures, that's fine. But they've given us the task of coming out and just enjoying ourselves, so that's the end of the review. We're not actually going to take any pictures, we're just going to enjoy ourselves. Cheers. That's a wild George in the Welsh hills, in his natural environment. Here we can see him postulating with his camera as he does slowly and steady, trying to capture the shot. Rare specimen. That is a nice shot. See, the thing that happens when you walk around and explore, sheep end up halfway up a cliff. Didn't expect that. Bike gang, nice. Now what I just did was switch quickly to 10 frames per second mechanical shutter, which we do have in this camera. It can also do 30 frames per second with the electronic shutter, but you get full continuous autofocus with mechanical. And I wasn't sure if I'd get these guys as they were moving because I wasn't expecting them. So I stuck with the 10 frames per second mechanical shutter with this one. And as you can see, it's raining. IP53, weather sealed. So I'm not worried about the rain whatsoever. This camera can take it. This weather's gonna get a lot worse and we'll be fine. The OM-5 Mark II has a 20 megapixel sensor like I mentioned near the start and the TruePic IX processor, and the combination of the two produces excellent image quality. Some of the best image quality and color reproduction that you can find at this price point. And if you want to get creative, there's up to 40 creative color modes in here as well, and you can customize them and you can edit things like saturation, your sharpness, adjust your curves, all in camera. So I think if you want to just be creative here, there's a lot of options, but if you just want to take images straight out of the camera and use them without having to edit too much, you're going to get really nice auto white balance, excellent metering without too much fuss with the OM-5 Mark II. The rain's back. I've given up on my sunglasses, but we're going to show you guys how handheld high-res mode works with this camera. It can take up to 50 megapixel images with the OM-5 Mark II, and that's by combining 8 images into one. Also, it has a tripod high-res mode, which can do up to 80 megapixels, but we've only got my camera in my hands right now, so we're gonna try that. Now, a lot of the features that this camera is capable of, and I guess what OM system cameras are generally famous for, is their stabilisation. Because it has 5-axis image stabilisation and it's best in class, It allows you to do a lot of really cool things like handheld high res, like the live ND mode, like focus stacking, because you don't need to worry about the camera moving around because it's super stable, even when you're just shooting handheld. Now the live ND feature is super cool because it means you don't have to use filters if you want to get shots like this where you've got flowing water, but you want to get that really nice glassy, stable look across the surface of the water. And it uses a composite mode where it takes images at different exposures. So you've got a really slow shutter and then it increases in time. So you've got stable trees in the background, smooth motion on the water, and it makes it all in camera up to 4 increments. So you've got, I think, live ND2, live ND4, live ND8 and 16, which is a really nice range to capture different speeds of water. Now, if you take a look here just on the shoulder of the camera, there's this button called CP, which stands for Computational Photography, and that is how you access all of these modes, like focus stacking, like live ND mode, like multiple exposure mode, which I haven't even mentioned yet. You can do multiple exposures with the OM-5 Mark II as well, which is really cool. But if you just hold that button and then turn the wheel, then you can access all of them. So you've got your high-res tripod shot, handheld high-res, all of your ND modes, and then you've got your HDR modes in there as well, and multiple exposure, all on the CP button. With this beautiful textured tree trunk, we've got a nice amount of depth here with the different little, tiny little bit of moss covering it, and then some insects as well. That's a good shot. It's a little woodlouse? I don't know what you call this. I can get nice and close with this lens at least. Beautiful shots. And one of the major reasons why OM system cameras are so popular with people who like doing close-up images, one, you've got really lightweight macro lenses available to you, but then you've got features like focus stacking, which can take 8 pictures and combine them into one at different levels of focus. So you get a much wider field of focus, and it's super simple to use. And then you can choose up to 10 levels of focus. So it will take 8 pictures, but at different levels of focus. It's really clever, and it works great. It's funny, if you look anywhere like for long enough, a bit of life just pops out. Like I was just standing here looking at the moss, and then some woodlice thing came out, and then there's like a baby slug, which I've never seen a baby slug in my life. It actually looks super cute. You should get a shot of it. Look how cute it is. I've never seen a baby slug in my life. I know it sounds stupid, but it's like people with the baby pigeon thing. Never seen a baby slug. Bit of beautiful nature for you guys. We've got a caterpillar mimicking a stick. And one day it's going to be a beautiful butterfly. I'll share one tip with you guys that I learned about shooting up close subjects, because focusing can be really difficult, especially because you're moving and sometimes a subject like this is moving. Focus on as close as you can with your lens, and then you move. Take the shot as you get closer to the subject when it's in focus, rather than trying to keep focusing over and over again, because it can get quite frustrating. And it's a good way to get the shots that you need. Last night we had to play with another computational photography mode, Starry Sky Autofocus, and the night mode that allows you to see the screen when composing images at night. And unfortunately it was quite cloudy, so we didn't get amazing results. We've got a couple of pictures, but as you'll see, nothing to blow you away. And as you can see, it's daytime now, so we can't do live composite mode right now, but we are going to give that a go later as well. But let me explain right now how it works. Live view composite mode works by taking a small exposure just to get the exposure of the general scene, and then the camera only records new exposures of light. So say for example, if you were standing in a dark area and you lit your phone torch, every time the camera sees another piece of light, it records just the light rather than just leaving the sensor open to expose all of the light into it, which if it did it over time, you'd end up with a really blown out shot. But with live view composite mode, it only records new bits of light. So you get a shot that has a good balance of the dark and the light that you're exposing into it. The real benefit to all of the computational photography modes that they've packed into this camera is it means that really complex and more advanced photography techniques are available and open to so many more people, regardless of your experience level. Even if you're experienced in shooting portraiture, you might not have much experience shooting the night sky, for example. This camera will open up new possibilities for you to try stuff that maybe you're not familiar with, and you will get results very easily using these modes. If you're familiar with OM system cameras, not much has changed since the OM-5 Mark III came out. The body is very similar. It uses the same BLS50 battery, also shared in the OM-5 as well. And I just think, if it's not broke, don't fix it. The body is beautiful. It feels robust. It's nice, premium quality build. But one thing they have done here is extended the grip ever so slightly, just to make it a little bit deeper. One thing to note, the OM-5 did have an extra grip that you could get here just to make it a little bit more chunky. They haven't included a grip or developed a grip for the new model on here, but I don't actually think it needs it. It's a very nice camera to comfortably hold all day without any problems whatsoever. If you're wondering about this color, yes, it is entirely new for the OM system. It's called sand beige, which I'm not entirely sure about, but I absolutely love the look of it. And I think it really fits the outdoors nature feel of this camera. Now, it's important to mention this is a Wex exclusive color in the UK. It also is available in black and silver, but I'm with the khaki. I'm gonna call it khaki. This is much better. I think khaki or nature, this is the color that I love. We've come to the end of our day with the OM-5 Mark II, and it's perfect timing because the battery is almost dying, which means it is roughly rated to around 300 shots, and it's giving me about that. I've got 290 saved here so far. So the battery light is flashing. We've got to the end of the day. I think we've had a good one. And in terms of my thoughts of what I think about using the camera, it's been really lovely to have something that I didn't have to think about too much. Who do I think this camera is for? I think this camera is for people who want to have a very capable piece of kit that will take beautiful shots regardless of the situation. If you want to get creative, this camera will help you do it all in camera. You don't have to edit anything after the fact. You can do it all in here. And I think one of the benefits of having a Micro Four Thirds OM system camera is you have access to so many lenses, probably the widest lens range available for any camera system. Overall, I'm very impressed with the OM-5 Mark II, and I think if you are interested in this camera, you will be too, especially in sand beige. That's it for me, John Devo, and the OM-5 Mark II. See you guys in the next video.